Okay. No, we have not invited you into this conversation.
But the point is that, you know, as journalists, we cannot be perfect.
Yeah, sure.
There are times we make mistakes.
Yeah.
I think on behalf of all the journalists who broadcast that Carlos Queiroz has resigned, it is time we admit.
Zandu, you know that on Monday on the show here, that was my first question to Joshua. I said, if I read this thing, you can decide to read your meanings into what he said, yes, but
don't make it official.
There was nothing categorical to say that he has resigned.
And like, see, in fact, all the big media houses in this country, including the BBC even reported that he has resigned. And I'm sure.
Have you saw it on Super Sports?
That he has resigned?
Yes, exactly. So you get it.
You know that's their news flash on the screen down there. Yeah, I saw it, and I asked myself again. So
are they saying this because of the statement,
or is it because they've heard news in Ghana that they say the man has resigned?
So I think we were misled by that statement, and that statement was ambiguous.
So but I remember listening to you also on Monday, telling David that the man has not said he had resigned.
Yeah, so I'm speaking on behalf of all the journalists.
So you are the spokesperson for all the journalists in Ghana.
Since when did he become the spokesperson for the GJ?
Spokesperson for all journalists in Ghana.
Anyway, so yeah. So Carlos says that he's still in charge.
But I don't expect him to continue anyway.
But in fact, we don't need him to continue.
It's I don't know, but the Lawada we liked or not. But
the Lawada bad.
Early this week, I had a call from one station, one radio station, who wanted me to comment on this Carlos Queiroz situation, and I told them that me have not seen his contract. I'm not privy to his contract. What the terms of his contract are. I don't know. Whether he was contracted for,
what we know is that he was given a 4-month contract.
4 month contract
for the World Cup. Yes, so
that's exclusive.
Yeah, his contract will end either on the 13th or the 14th of August.
So that's it.
Yes, that's it. Yeah, but then I don't know whether it is in that. If you take us to the round of 32,
it can be extended.
We can extend it for you all. But I remember the sports minister, stand to be corrected, mentioned the quarterfinal. How do you call it? Was it a semi-final or quarterfinal? Target for him.
Who?
The sports minister. Let's see.
Target for who?
For Carlos Queiroz.
Quarterfinal target for Carlos Queiroz.
I'm very sure. Yeah, I do remember
which
like that.
Which
not
team?
with the Black Stars that we took there, but which team does he coach?
With the Black Stars. And the minister wanted us to get to the quarterfinal.
We've given the coach a good target to do better than maybe we have done at the 2010 World Cup. That was the target also that was in the contract for Coach Otoado. 1, the team should be ranked in the top 5 in Africa by FIFA. We should qualify for AFCON, which we didn't qualify.
We didn't qualify.
Did you say we should win? No, I think we should win.
Okay.
Which we didn't.
We should win AFCON.
Yes.
Can you put the unqualified crowd? Yes.
We are nowhere within the top 10 in FIFA. We are to qualify for the World Cup, which we have qualified.
Yes.
We are to do better than
2010. Meaning semi-finals at least.
At least semi-finals. So
it ends for Carlos Queiroz. You're also talking about Otoado.
But when was this interview?
He did it on Asempa just before the World Cup.
Was it in the morning or evening?
With Obi on Ekusi saying. Okay, all right.
Top 10 in FIFA. We are to qualify for the World Cup, which we have qualified.
Yes.
We are to do better than 2010.
Meaning semi-finals at least.
At least semi-finals. So these are the things that we.
Semi-final. That was the target.
That was the target. I would say that is the target.
The target for Carlos Queiroz semi-final.
If I heard him clearly, he was saying that this was the set target for Black Stars coach Otoado.
He says the same as that of Otoado.
Exactly. So once Queiroz inherited the position of Otoado, he
inherited the target too.
The target of Otoado. Badala, contextually at the time, the Black Stars team position itself as a team that will be able to.
But he was not talking about that. He has set a target.
But we are
for me, the target was so unrealistic.
That's the way that was going to use. Very unrealistic target.
I mean, what is this? Realistic because since 2010, this is a team that had not crossed the group stage of the World Cup competition. In fact, in 2018, you couldn't even qualify. How then do you qualify in 2026 and set a target
with this team?
Exactly, based on what the 2010 team did. I mean, obviously the context is different because I mean the 2010 team had some quality players in there. Milovan Rajevac was in charge.
This kind of things, if you say it, nobody does anything to you. So they just say it.
Casa from.
I mean,
Casa they say from.
How can you take such a preparation to a World Cup, and think that you are going there to get to the semi-final? Is that how we get to the semi-final of a World Cup? With that kind of preparation?
So he was expecting Ghana to be the part of the best 4 teams at the tournament. That was very unlikely.
Because if you get to the semi-final, even if you lose the semi-final, you get opportunity to play another game again. Yes. Yeah, you get an opportunity to play another game.
You play a third place game.
So it means you'll be at the World Cup to the final day.
Yeah, to the final day. And Masa, semi-final but this team part there is unrealistic.
Even this target for Otuado was unrealistic.
Oh sure, yeah.
If Otuado has been in charge for 2-3 years or so. If Otto was taken us to the World Cup and he was given this target craft, for me it was unrealistic. But it's not a Black Stars.
So Carlos is staying there.
In fact, Carlos is still in charge of the Black Stars until
August.
Until that August date or before, when he officially maybe brings a resignation letter or announces his departure. For now, he's still in charge. And maybe we are waiting for him to give us our tournament report and some other things. So maybe they will use that space for all those things.
The man is not officially out because he's going through the formalities, putting together his report. I mean, Kroos is a gunner.
Okay. But I was saying that we don't need him, but he says that, but you are emphasizing that.
He's a gunner, but I wish, I mean,
You wanted him to stay? For how long? For 1 year or 2 years?
Yeah, maybe for the AFCON qualifiers. Exactly, Dela. But this man...
For the next AFCON, next year.
This man showed he can build a very solid team.
With what we did?
Defense, he can build a very defensive, very good defensive.
Hold on.
Relax. 4 shots on target, 4 games.
Okay, anyway, Joshua, how are you?
Yeah, Dela, I'm fine.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Let's hear from Zando.
So what I'm saying is that he showed us that he can build a very good team in terms of an aspect of... hold on, Javier. In terms of an aspect on the field of play, which is the back line, the 5-team back line. So for me...
The 5 back line.
Yes.
What about the front?
So hold on. That is why I think he needed to contract extension. He needs time.
So that he can build the front.
Yes. Because that's going to be his next target in the team.
Okay.
Build a very solid midfield. A team that will be able to create chances for the attackers to pounce on. And then I think he can be able to do that.
Carlos.
Yes. Then I mean, honestly speaking, this Black Stars team.
No, that's your opinion.
Yes.
So yeah,
I didn't expect the Black Stars team to cross the group stage.
If you finish, then we also come in with our opinion.
In all honesty, the back line was solid.
Zando, me, after the first game, I didn't see anything of Carlos Kroos again in the competition.
So you didn't observe that the back line
even
was
the
solid?
first game, it was the second half.
You didn't see that our back line was solid. You know the 3 matches that we played.
Zando, yes, why did he change Ajete to bring in Lucasen? No, I want to understand that.
I think that was down to injury also. You know,
injury.
Yeah, I think
Jonas Ajete.
Yeah, Ajete picked the knock.
And nobody told us.
He picked them. Maybe he was not asked. Honestly,
I heard somewhere too that they said together with Brandon Asante they broke some curfew and they were given some time to go. You see, Zando, we play a game. Me, I always tell you, I've always been an Ayew fan. I've been an Ayew family fan.
Yeah.
But what Jordan Ayew was doing in this competition, you don't keep him in a game for 75 to 80 minutes. And you are doing that consistently for 4 months. You should still stay on as our coach.
Especially in the game against Croatia and then Colombia.
When you've brought in these young guys who are running at defenders.
In the second half against Panama. Yes. At least, I always say that he should have given us that test that... I mean, the players who did so well in the second half against Panama, let's give them the benefit of starting games for us to get to see what they bring on board. Because I was expecting a Black Star starting lineup, including Brandon Thomas Asante, Fatai Ishaku, and Antoine Semenya up front because of what they did in the second half against Panama. But he didn't give us that. But I think these are mistakes that he spotted and probably he will learn.
Who has spotted?
This experienced man. With all his experience, he's now spotted those mistakes.
You don't expect him to make mistakes. I mean,
no, he will. But consistent mistakes like that.
He will learn from it. Don't worry.
You see, but you see, my difficulty is that if the back line fine, right, defensively we're very
organized.
Good. We're very organized at the back, especially the first game, second game, the game we played against England, and even the one that we lost against Croatia, I think that we did well. The Colombia game, okay, fine, we considered 1 goal, but maybe we are talking about the back line on the back of the fact that
we didn't concede plenty goals.
Yeah, we didn't concede plenty goals, and our team was not so good going into the competition. So when they started, they were giving us those defensive performance.
We didn't expect to see them do what they
That's exactly the point. So that's the point. So that's the point. So,
but you saw the celebration after the England draw.
Yes.
And the lazy.
Just as we have won the World Cup.
You see, just like you were saying, football is not only about the defense. It's about the defense, about the midfield, it's about the forwards that you have. Line. So defensively, we were very good, and everybody knows Carlos Queiroz, or anybody who knows Carlos Queiroz knows that he's defensively is very good. If you watch his teams, I mean, they are very organized at the back, but in the middle and up front, that is where we're lacking. But that's not to say we didn't have players who could play and give us the results that we needed. Because even in the middle, we still have some very good players in the middle.
Yeah.
But look at the way he played Partey, for instance. I was expecting Partey to be a little bit forward.
Up front, yeah.
Okay, so some we needed creativity in midfield. We didn't have it in midfield.
No, but if you have Calabria and you have Partey, can't you do that organization very well and keep that Sibo guy just behind the defenders?
Yeah. So
because he won't give you that flair.
No, but maybe he didn't trust Sibo in that regard.
He
wanted an experience.
So why do you go to a tournament when you don't trust players?
Meanwhile, you were the same person who selected the players.
But that's what we are supposed to believe.
Oh, but you think something else?
You don't believe otherwise. So Javi, who can in his look? Who can tell me why Salim Adams they don't make this team?
Salim Adams,
yes,
because he chose Sibo, Irenchi, and then Partey over him. Me, I wanted the local players to be. I always tell you that
it's not about local players.
Yes.
It's about the performance of that
exactly.
local player.
So you see, he's a local player and he's performed so well in the season under review. I was expecting him to be there, but maybe in the wisdom of the coach, he thinks Sibo, Kelebi Irenchi, Elisha Owusu, Partey are better than him.
And once you see, he also.
Oh, you disagree?
He also
plenty.
So
what did Sibo
Salim
add to our
Adams
team?
Also over Salim, Sibo. Salim Adams over Sibo.
Yes, okay. And even over.
And you're bad.
Who is the next? Elisha? Okay, Elisha is not bad.
Elisha
the two of them, he should replace one.
But you know, Salim is not really an uncle. So you get the point. If you are comparing Salim to Sibo and then
if that happens, we can pull Partey back and put that guy up front. There's a way you can do those things.
So the point I was making is that you came, let's say, 2.5 months before the start of the tournament.
No. He came just about 3 weeks to the start of the tournament.
3 weeks to the
start.
About
a month to the tournament. Yeah.
A month to the start.
And he got the players 3 weeks or 2 weeks, let's say 10 days before the competition.
Okay, so let's say a little over a month before the start of the competition. I think that he was trying to play safe, by not bringing in the changes, making.
He was appointed in April.
Not changing the structure of the team so much. Make sure that at least you get the players who were playing at the Otuado and just infuse them the team with 1 or 2 players here and there. And up front, we had a lot of options up front. But because of the way our team was structured, it made our forwards ineffective. Mm-hmm. So Semenyo, for instance, was running all over the place because we were not getting that service from midfield, or we didn't have any creativity in midfield. And there are a lot of creative players that we have around that for me could have made it, but we opted not to take them along. So we can talk about that later. But if you look at the midfield, who was a creative player in midfield? The few occasions that Partey had the ball, and he decided to pass around and dribble around, we saw some creativity. You get it? But apart from that, all the others are so defensive.
I thought Caleb was going to offer us that creativity, yes. But I didn't see that from him. Probably after the first game, I didn't see that from him.
In terms of the creativity in the midfield, my only problem with Queiroz is that I think we should have chosen the set of games that we were going to deploy Partey between the defense and the back line. Like I said, maybe he didn't trust Sibo. So, for instance, in the game against England, we knew we were not going to score. So, you needed defensive solidity. So, it's normal for you to deploy Partey between the defense and the midfield. But in games that you need creativity to get goals, I mean, he is your best creative spark in midfield. Yeah. If you look at Partey, Kelebi Irenchi, and Sibo, obviously Partey is your best creative spark. Against Colombia, you are down by a goal to nil. You bring out Sibo, and the next person who comes in is Elisha Owusu. Who does that? At the point that you were chasing the game, you were down by a goal to nil. You needed to equalize. So in those games, I was expecting you to rather push Partey. You get the point? Because you didn't have to defend. After, if you don't score, you will not qualify, or you don't start a chance of qualifying.
Bring in another rigid player.
Honestly,
for like.
Honestly, after our first game, and especially after a game especially a game against England, I rooted for him because of the performance that we put up against England.
Yeah,
we weren't expecting the English team to suffer the way they suffered, and for us to be so resolute in defense, play a certain part in which they were not able to find answers to. But after that, honestly, I mean, to keep Jordan Ayew in the 3 games, in the 3 games that we played, I mean, there's nothing that you can use to justify that.
Just a second, you see, but even this England match you are talking about, I think we are exaggerating. Me, I always judge things based on the chances you create and chances you concede.
Of course, if you look at the statistics, we're nowhere close to them.
Harry Kane on any day, you're on the net, he will score. The Bukayo Saka guy, but for Benjamin Asari, all the chances that he created. So yes, we were very good. We didn't concede. But if you pay attention to what happened in that particular game, we considered chances that could have resulted in goals. About 4 chances.
Joshua, should we keep Carlos Queiroz?
Well, I mean, we've spoken about this thing before after the tournament, after our tournament ended, and I said that, you see, it's not necessarily about whether or not he's the coach fit enough to carry us through. The issue has to do with what we want moving forward. So, the reason why Carlos Queiroz was brought in was because of the World Cup. 73 years, has so much experience. He sends us to the World Cup. He delivers something that perhaps is able to cause us to believe that he's the man for the job. But now that we have exited the tournament and we have come back home, what do we want moving forward? I've heard so many people make the argument that because he helped us in terms of our defensive solidity, we should keep him. But that may not necessarily be the thing that we need moving forward.
Yeah.
The Black Stars, as we know it, the strength of our team lies in the attack. So if we say we want Carlos Queiroz, is he going to be the one to help us to get a very solid team moving forward? A team that can challenge for the AFCON title in the next 2 years, in the next 1 year. Is he the one to do that job? When I chronicle his experiences, I chronicle the teams he has coached over the years. Look, it appears to me as though he could be the one for the job because the experience he has is there. If you give him that job and you task him to be able to build a formidable team with what he did at the World Cup, I can believe and trust that he would be able to do that. But Dela, I am worried because the GFA, they have not really helped us understand what the direction must be from here. And if they can tell us what they want to achieve in the next 2 to 3 years, then I would be able to now confirm and say that, okay, Carlos Queiroz is our man. Let's keep him in the dugout. Because at this point, the Black Stars will want to hire a coach who can take them the next 5 years. The switching of coaches and changing of coaches is something that disrupts the chemistry that the team has.
But will the public have that patience? Because the pressure from the public sometimes pushes the authorities to also act.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
But you see, we cannot build a team that is always responsive to what the public wants.
Okay.
Otherwise, we'll be very directionless. So we always say that because the people say we don't need this coach, let's sack him. It has to be about direction. It has to be about purpose. It has to be about vision. So if we say that Carlos Queiroz, in the next 2 to 3 years, one of the things we want to achieve is that we want to win the AFCON, either the 2027 one or the 2028 one. Can you help us to do it? What is your strategy? We saw what you did in the World Cup. Can you build something similar for the AFCON, where after building the defensive strategy or the defensive setup, you help us to build the offensive as well? These are questions that should be asked. If we don't ask these questions, we don't get the best out of whoever is going to be there. Because at the end of the day, what often occurs to many Ghanaians is that these expatriates come in. What they come and do is that they come and siphon our monies and they go away. Because as of now, we don't even know how much Carlos Queiroz is earning. And that is a concern. Because we have hired a coach. We don't know how much we are paying him. But as it stands right now, we don't know whether he's going to continue or not. These are things that we need some transparency on. So, indeed, if he's going to stay, he needs to give us a plan on how he's going to lead us. But if you ask me, what I will tell you is that the GFA need to understand that we cannot be changing coaches anyhow. So if Carlos Queiroz has done his work, which was to lead the team to the World Cup, and he's done, Agbena, We thank you very much for your services. Let's move forward. So now moving forward, we want to bring in a coach, maybe relatively younger, who can help the team to achieve its immediate targets, which is to win either the 2027 AFCON or the 2028 AFCON, and then perhaps maintain the structure of the team and regain its identity on the continental stage. These are the things that we need to look at.
Is it too early to be demanding from the FA that we want to know what's happening to our coaching?
Quick one, before you go to the 5 seconds, you see this thing that Joshua mentioned. It is not a problem of only the ordinary football fan. You heard what the sports minister said. So, setting target for Kyrgios.
Yeah.
When we knew very well that we couldn't even make it to the quarterfinals.
Okay, I get it.
So I'm saying that in terms of demands and pressure on the team. Exactly. In terms of demands and pressure on the team, it doesn't always come from the ordinary fan. 2022, Mustafa told us that we're going to win the World Cup, and then 2026, Honorable Kofi Adams tells us that he wants the coach to qualify us to the semi-finals. That's you putting pressure on the team and raising the expectation levels of Ghanaians. And so, yes, he can have his opinion, but when it comes from his corridors, then it makes it serious that, after all, the appointing authority want the coach to get there. Then the ordinary Ghanaian can have the belief that, we can get there.
So if you don't get there.
Exactly. If as a group, as a country, we decide that this is our target, let's tell Ghanaians that, the next 5 years, we are building a solid team that will be able to compete on the African continent and then beyond. Then we'll be able to grant interviews and have this at the back of our mind that, look, this is what we are telling the Ghanaian people to believe. Not just to raise the expectation of Ghanaians, tell us that you will qualify to the semi-finals. You expect the coach to qualify to the semi-finals. With this Black Stars players, it's not possible.
Okay, all right. So,
how much did Otuado pick at the end of every month by way of salary? How much were we paying him?
I don't know.
Nobody here knows.
No.
So we don't know.
No,
we can speculate, but it's just
speculating.
Yeah.
Josh,
but officially the FA has not.
They never released. Yeah.
And so we hear that we hear. Yeah. But it was not less than $50,000 anyway.
Not less than.
Yeah.
$50,000.
Yes. A month. Yeah.
For Tuado.
Yes.
You're too scared, go. For Tuado, not less than $50,000 at the end of every month. Plus other travels and those accommodation and those things that we're giving him.
Yeah.
But for Carlos, it's the line is becoming very difficult for me because I experienced coach at the World Cup 3 games. Some memories from the World Cup, especially the first game that we played against Panama, then the game against England, obviously. But after that, for us to play 4 matches and have 4 shots on target, Maza. For us to play 4 matches and have only 4 shots on target, average of 1 shot on target per
game.
There's no justification for that too. That is where I'm beginning to get very worried. But apart from that, I think he's experienced. At least he's gotten to know the team now. That for me is going to be better than somebody who is going to come as somebody who is going to be a new coach. We also have to spend some time with the team. If he has learned, picked up some useful lessons from the World Cup, especially when it comes to offensive play and things like that. And for 1 year extension, I think 1 year extension is fair. I mean, if we give him 1 year for him to take us to the next edition of AFCON, I think it's fair. Just 1 year, it's fair. And he's 73, so by 74, 75 thereabout, the AFCON will be done, and then we can say goodbye to him and look at how we can rebuild our team.
We start
rebuilding our team because
why don't we start from now and forget about that 1 year thing?
Starting from now means that we're going to get a new coach, and then the process is going. The bureaucracy that we have here is not going to be something that is going to take place. Just say 1 minute, 2 minutes, or 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, 2 months. It's going to take a certain period of time. Do we have the luxury of time? That for me is the only thing that will maybe force the hands of some of these guys to keep him. Apart from that, the way we played offensively, I'm not convinced. So.
But you sounded convinced at a point. Now you are.
What I'm saying is that for the game against Panama, we didn't play, we didn't do well, but we won it.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe against England, we're expecting the English guys to just wallow past. But fortunately for us, we're able to pick a point from that game. So it raised our expectation a little bit.
Yeah.
Then against Croatia, we lost the game against Croatia. You get it? Then the next game against Colombia, we also lost that game. But we were very good when we look at the defensive play. I mean, we're very organized at the back. You know, we're conceding goals, just few goals here and there, 1, 2, and things like that. I think that at the back we're very organized. But in midfield and in attack, that's the only minus for him now. You get it? Mm-hmm. And those areas are also very, very, very important areas. You can't play a football game and just manage a shot on target after 90 minutes. You can't play a football game and not manage a shot on target in less than 45 minutes. It's just a clear attestation of the fact that you were very defensive. You are not very offensive. You just sit at the back. You are not moving the ball up front. And you only get goals when you do that. That is only minus. You get it? But apart from that, I think that for me, if I were to be in a position of getting other guys in authority who can do something about his contract, I'm looking at just 1 year more for the next AFCON, and after that we'll just say goodbye to him.
Okay, Austin. Good morning.
Good morning.
Did you sleep well?
Boga. Yeah, Boga. I'm just telling. I saw you. Boga has come to Hey, Ghana time you.
And show in your show kit.
Obey show.
Serious.
Hey.
And Jano Pioze
Of
course, yeah.
So I think that
my prayer to me.
And that's why I think we are.
I think that our right back.
Right back.
We'll come to that. You know.
Anyway, good morning. But I know your point on Carlos Queiroz, because yesterday we did something on that.
Yeah, but this one we are discussing our tournament.
Yeah, sure. So I want Zando to put out some statistics for us.
Our tournament.
That's how Austin speaks. That's what
our tournament.
I tell you. Look, you make your point. You don't mind.
You see, if you check the route we would have used, I think
like we would be playing Argentina.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So it means that because we could have beaten Colombia. After Colombia is Switzerland, who are beatable. Because if you check Switzerland at tournaments, what they do is they do well, qualify out of the group stage, then they are knocked out by bigger teams. So we could have played Switzerland and anything could have happened. You see, I don't have a problem with how we played in our group games. I don't have a problem with that, because we were going to defend against England. You see, if you check the strategy we used, it's because of the 48 teams that the thing was expanded to. So you needed about 3 points or 4 to
qualify to the next stage.
Exactly. And that is what we did. We beat Panama. And you see, if you check Panama, when they played Croatia, they dominated Croatia as well. England, it was end-to-end basketball. So we were the worst team in our group.
Yeah.
We were the worst team. We were just lucky that Panama made a mistake in the last minute of our game and we scored. We were just lucky. They were better than us. Now, Dela, let me ask you this. When we say he fixed the defense, right, and he should fix the midfield, I think that we are being unfair on the midfield. Because the defense that we talk about, and the midfield was our first line of defense. Our midfield was because our midfield against England did extremely well per how we were playing. I want him to go, and I explained yesterday, because you see, when you are watching a football game and it's a knockout game, you are chasing a game in a knockout, you should change things so that at least you get a shot on target. I said this yesterday. If Brazil of 1970 or Pep Guardiola's Barcelona are playing San Marino or Liechtenstein and it's a knockout game, they would at least get a shot on target.
Which is Liechtenstein?
Yes.
Okay.
But we did not get a shot on target because our manager is not good. There are times Mourinho will be chasing a game and you put Khalid Boularouz as center forward. Because like Zando was saying, if you lose the game, you have lost. You are going home. What was our manager doing? Our coach, what was he doing?
Okay, so last week, I think I went and had a discussion. I said it here that for me, I expected somebody to just go to Carlos Queiroz, slap him at the back, and tell him, Massa, we are playing we're in the position now. We are playing against a Colombian team that we needed to win
to stay in the
competition. But the strategy is radically different, just like Austin is saying, from what we were playing in the group phase of the competition.
Yeah, okay.
That's what I said last week. Just go slap him at the back and wake up and tell him to wake up from his slumber. That the state we are in now, or the state that we got into now, is different from the earlier one.
The slumber is what we have to avoid. So
because he was playing. Our team was playing as if we were still playing in the group phase of the competition.
Why? Because he went into the game that Colombia. I agree with the strategy into the game, because if you check Colombia against DR Congo, they tried to play a basketball game end to end, and Colombia destroyed them. The DR Congo goalkeeper in that game had about 10 saves. Yeah. So I did not expect us to play basketball game with Colombia. The injury to Senaya caused commotion. And you know, when Alidu Seidu came in, it was through him that they scored. But you go into a knockout game with a strategy. The first one did not work. The one against England, it did not work because we conceded due to our right back getting an injury, 12th minute. But every knockout game or every game, you tell your players, if this happened at minute this is what we are going to do. At minute that, if the game is in this state, this is what we are going to do. Carlos Queiroz did not have that. He should leave. I don't think that. Zando, I'm asking you this. I'm surprised you said that. Are we saying that when Barcelona, Chelsea, big teams are employing managers, they will say, oh, you are good in coaching defense, so somebody should what are we saying? You are in charge of every even it goes even beyond on pitch. So if he's good in defense, you are going to hire another one to be good in midfield, then another one to be good in attack. The man is not good enough for Ghana. I'm telling you, Dela, if we keep Carlos, I don't want us to keep him. He is not good. The Egyptians said same to us. Why didn't we listen? They said he came to them, went to the final, defensive like that. He is not good. There is no coming back for Carlos Queiroz. There is nothing like he can coach defense, he can coach attack. He is not good enough for us. And I agree with Joshua. He's a 73-year-old. I'm not saying 73-year-olds cannot be managers or coaches. But where we want to get to, give the job for somebody for 5 years to build a team for us.
It's not 73-year-old.
It is not him.
Maybe you know Kuwaiti.
It is not him. Why are we even? We knew. That is why we just gave him 4 months. He should be done and go. We don't need to be bantering over this as citizens. He will not help us. No, if we make mistake and take Carlos Queiroz, we said same with Chris Hughton. Then the guy went to embarrass us at the AFCON. He should go. He is not good.
All right.
Why are we even bantering over Carlos Queiroz? Go and check where he's been. The places he went before he came to us. It was terrible. He has done enough for us. The World Cup, we were not good enough. I agree with you and Javier. There was nothing much we could have done because our team was terrible. We gave it to him about 2 months to the World Cup, so you can't blame him for that. But where we are now, if they appoint Carlos Queiroz, all of them should be sacked. All of the minister and his people around him should be sacked.
He's just come from outside, so maybe he's still, his mindset is still.
Oh no, not the GFA, not the GFA.
For Ghana here, so who's going to sack?
No, but Kofi Adam, you will come to him. So all the things he's done at this.
The last question for the first round. Let me look towards the back. The gentleman with the Ghana flag. Yes, the red.
Your Excellency, my name is Anderson and I represent the Ghana International Supporters Union. I want to find out, I know Ghana is carrying supporters to the US for the World Cup. Have you made any provision for those in the UK and groups that are also not in Ghana but want to be part of it? Please.
Thank you for your question. We will now give Your Excellency the President.
With regards to the Black Stars, it will be difficult
to take our supporters from other domain. We are restricted because of the nature of this particular World Cup. It's being held in 3 countries. And we're playing our first match in Canada and then moving to Boston, from Boston to Philadelphia. And the cost of transporting, feeding, accommodating each supporter is, beyond our means. We say we're being fiscally disciplined. We cannot, spend our money in that manner. The cost approximates for each person to be fed, accommodated, transported, and all that, to watch the games, tickets, and all that, is estimated at almost $11,000. And so, how many can we take? So, we're concentrating mainly on the supporters' unions. They have a tradition of following the team to different places. They've been here to the UK, they've been to Germany, and they are registered members of the supporters' union. But what we're doing is we're procuring tickets for Ghanaians in the diaspora who want to attend the games. And so if you want to attend the game, you will get a ticket to attend the game. And so we have organized our chapters, our Ghanaian citizens in Boston, in Philadelphia, in Canada. And so the tickets that we have purchased, we would give to them to be able to watch the match. If any of you want to travel across and get tickets, I think that there's a way we can manage for you to get tickets to watch the games.
All right, we'll be talking ticketing, and how the tickets were disbursed for the World Cup. The president said it will be given to Ghanaians in the diaspora. Right. Ghanaians. He didn't say a political party followers. Anyway, so Zando, let's get the statistics for the World Cup.
Yes,
that FIFA.
I've got some.
Okay, sure.
I've got some stats that are going to serve us
after our elimination. What is our position out of the 48 countries?
And it is going to serve us an eye opener. This is a detailed stats that I'm going to provide. And you were having conversation about it. First of all, let me welcome Nana Tamio. Austin, good morning. Welcome, boss.
You,
how are you doing? Great. But you just crying traffic light. Anyway, Dala, you see, so we sent 26 players to the World Cup tournament.
Sure.
And out of the 26 players, 23 players had minutes. The
23.
23.
Okay.
The players who didn't have game time on the field of play, 3 players. Joseph Anand, the goalkeeper, Augustin Boachi. Even though at the point Ghanaians were clamoring for him to be introduced, especially when it is we didn't have a Kudus profile in the team. They thought that he'll be able to do what Kudus used to do for us. And Christopher Babonsu. So these 3 players.
Oh yeah, that guy.
These 3 players didn't touch the ball at all at the 2026 World Cup. That's the first one. Now, if you look at the players that had more minutes at this tournament, Antoine Semenyo is leading for Black Stars. He had 360 minutes in the 4 matches that we played.
The full time, all the 4 games.
Exactly. Gideon Mensah follows 360 minutes. Jordan Ayew.
Abba. I mean, that's where.
Let him finish.
That's where the problem is.
You let him finish, yeah. Let's move on.
Yes.
300 how many?
Jordan Ayew follows 304 minutes. Third. In your time, yes, he's third. And then Marvin Senaya, before he got injured, he plays fourth, 280 minutes.
Okay.
Now, according to FIFA ranked the most possessive team at the tournament. Okay. I mean, at the round of 32 when Black Stars exited in the contest of that particular knockout stage. Ghana is 44th in terms of possession. 44th.
Out of 48.
Out of 48.
Do you know the countries that we
of course
that we beat?
Of course.
Okay, so which countries are below us?
Ghana was only better than Paraguay, Jordan, Curaçao, and Qatar.
Which Jordan are you talking about?
Jordan country.
Oh, okay, I thought you were talking about Jordan. Are you?
Yeah, going to Jordan. Anyway, so Ghana averaged 36.3% ball possession at the tournament.
33.6.
Out of the 2 countries that we beat, 2 were debutants.
Exactly. And so Qatar had 33.9%, Curaçao 33.5%, Jordan 30%, Paraguay 31.5%. Ghana averaged 36.3 ball percent.
So Uzbekistan was better than us.
Yes. Oh, yes. And I think Iraq too were better than us in terms of ball possession.
And Iran.
Yes.
They were all better.
They were all better than us. Okay. Yes.
Let's move on.
Now, passes at the tournament. FIFA has also ranked teams with the most passes at the tournament. Ghana is placed 34th. This one I think we were fairly good, right?
Okay, fine. So let's go to the next one.
34. We average 1,397 passes.
Okay.
Now, if you look at the passes, the countries that we were better than: Scotland, Paraguay, New Zealand, Iraq, Czech Republic, South Africa, Saudi Arabia, and Haiti. Now, the players with most passes, surprisingly, Gideon Mensah is leading the pack. He had 182 passes at the tournament.
Okay.
Followed by Thomas Partey, 152 passes. Derek Lucasen, 125 passes. Jonas Ajete, 120 passes. Joe Mopoku, 115 passes. So if you look at this stats, it tells you that we're
keeping the ball
exactly in our own half.
Within our half.
And now FIFA has provided that context. You hold on. Where we dominated in terms of the ball possession. In our own half, we average 29%. In the middle of the pack, we average 47%. And in opposition half, we average just 24%.
24% in opposition half.
Yes.
It sums it up.
So this gives the eye opener to the conversation.
Okay.
The style of play that we saw from Carlos
whether we should say or not.
Exactly, yeah.
All right, for our listeners, we shall be activating the phone lines, but not now, maybe in the next 10 minutes or the next 15 minutes.
Go and check Jordan Ayew's passes and those things for me.
Jordan Ayew's passes. Okay. I think they ranked the top three, so I don't have Jordan Ayew here.
Oh, okay.
All right. Okay, so Austin, just before Zando came in with that statistics, I'll just play you back the voice of the president when he was at a town hall meeting, I think in the UK, right? Where he was asked whether how they were going to get tickets for the supporters who will be there, and he did indicate that because of the cost of, the high cost of the tickets, they will rather make some Ghanaians converge together from the diaspora and then offer them tickets, Ghanaians. Yeah, and we are picking up information that the tickets were not fairly shared among Ghanaians. How true is that?
Okay, so you see, there's a reason you played the question by the Ghanaian in the UK.
Yeah, sure.
Because there was this misconception that the president has said that we will not take funds from Ghana.
Yeah.
He did not say that. The question was talking about Ghanaian fans outside Ghana and outside of the three countries we were playing.
Yeah.
And he said we couldn't do that. But there is a reason President Mahama said we will take the supporter groups from Ghana.
Okay.
Why? Because after the 2014 Brazil debacle and he was president and set up the Jamefe Commission, the commission reported that the state should not use taxpayers' money to send supporters to tournaments or to games. And not just football games. It could be boxing, it could be African games, athletics, or anything. We should not use taxpayers' money. But the Jamefe Commission said if we were sending funds because we needed to, it should be from private donations. And said it should not be more than 100. That is
more
what
than 100 supporters.
Yes.
Okay.
But you see, when there is a commission of inquiry, what they put out, the government of the day has to issue a white paper. The white paper is what becomes the law, because they would agree with some or disagree with some. So on this particular thing by the Jamefe Commission, President Mahama issued a white paper in 2015, and he said they disagree with that point.
With a 100 number.
They believe that we should not use taxpayers' money, but they disagree that it should be 100. And the reason they gave was, imagine Ghana is playing in Cote d'Ivoire, or this World Cup, the final will be in the US, and Ghana qualifies for the World Cup. It is 105,000 capacity. So if you say we will not be able to send fans, what if even for America, we would have a lot of Ghanaians there. But imagine we are playing it in a country where there are not a lot of Ghanaians.
Yeah.
We will need to send fans. So they disagree on the 100, but it should be private donations.
Okay.
But it then came to how should the funds be selected? Then the government's white paper agreed with Jamefe Commission that it should be done in a policy form on a fair and balanced manner.
Fair and balanced
That
manner.
is why President Mahama said we will take the supporter groups.
Yeah.
That is fair and balanced.
He was specific on that.
And gave reason why it is fair and balanced.
Yeah.
Because they have been following the team all over. Dela, do you know that about 3 months ago, the maidens played a qualifier against Kenya on a Saturday afternoon at 1 p.m.
Yeah.
Ghanaian fans from Ghana were there.
Yeah.
Why we qualified for this tournament was when Jordan scored in Mali. You saw we had about 3,000 fans there. They go on their own. Yeah. That one, nobody sponsors them. They take their own money to go to Mali and follow the team. So if we are going to the tournament and we say that for fair and balanced manner per the law, and we take supporter groups, I think that is fair.
Sure.
Now, we will take them from here. When we get there, we are buying 1,000 tickets for each of our 3 games.
Making it 3,000 tickets overall. For the group stages.
How do you share it? The first group of people in the fair sharing also has to be fair and balanced.
Sure.
Will have to be those we have taken from Ghana.
The supporters.
That is the fair. It is not those in the diaspora. Nobody can say that. The first group of people we should give the tickets in a fair manner should be the ones we have taken from Ghana.
And these are the supporter unions we are talking about.
The president has said it, so we will not even believe at that point.
We just have to lay emphasis on it.
I know why you are doing that.
Yeah.
The second group of people who will be paramount in this are the Ghanaians in the diaspora based in the where we are playing the tournament, Mexico, Canada, and the US of A.
Okay.
The third would be Ghanaians in the diaspora from other areas.
Okay.
The fourth would be Ghanaians from here, going on their own.
Okay.
Not through the government program, going on their own. You need to satisfy them as well. So it is these people we will share the 1,000 tickets per game.
Okay.
When this was put out in Canada, over 50,000 people, supposedly Ghanaians, sent applications to Ghana's High Commission in Canada. 50,000.
Requesting for tickets. 50,000.
50,000.
Okay.
So if you hear people say I did not get, you will not get the tickets. Because the tickets can go to at least just 1% of the people who have applied. Now, they are telling us, they released a statement, Ghana's High Commission in Canada, that the ministry told them to give them a list.
The ministry?
Yes, ministry told them to give them a list. Because the ministry can only do that allocation after they have satisfied other people.
Okay.
This is how they said they gave the list, how they came about the list.
According to the High Commission.
Ghanaian associations in
Canada.
And when you talk about Ghanaian associations, it also meets the requirement because Ghanaian associations is a fair and balanced manner because they have lived there. They have set up associations recognized by the High Commission.
Okay.
So if we say they are Ghanaians, and most of the times they do the news and they will say Ghanaian group in Canada have gone to Konfuanochi to donate, have gone there, so they were part. The second point is what is strange.
Which is which one?
They did random sampling.
Random?
Yeah. So 2 ways the Canada High Commission used in giving out the names to the ministry.
Okay.
The Ghanaian associations were given part and random sampling.
Okay.
Dela, how will you do random sampling of people sending their emails to the High Commission, 50,000? There is no way you can write all of that and put it in a drawer to be taking it out.
But don't they have any other system that can do it without maybe
they don't,
the way you are going?
Because of how people sent it in, you just send your email to the Ghana High Commission. That is 50,000 people. Now, the minister says that everything was done right. First of all, I'm telling you as a fact.
On authority.
That I know people who were moved from Ghana as part of the policy, Ghana government program for supporter groups who are not members of any supporter group.
They are not members of any supporter
group?
Yes.
Okay. They are not members. I know them. Okay. They were taken as part of the... Because I've already said that there would be Ghanaians who will go from Ghana on their own.
Sure.
This one, he did not go on his own. He is part of the government program. He is never a member of any supporter group.
Okay.
So by that, they've gone against the president's word. They've gone against the commission's report. Which is the white paper, which is law. You know, when a white paper is issued after 6 months, you don't challenge it, it becomes law. Okay. That is why, what is his name? The one who contested the GFA president, the vice before, George Free. He can never be a part of the national team. Yeah, it's in the report. The government says that because he did not talk about, when they sent him to talk about the coefficient, he said he will not talk about it in camera.
Yeah.
So the government of Ghana, the state says he should never be allowed anywhere near the national teams.
Okay, so let's go back to our topic here.
These people went there. Minister Kofi Adams before said that what we will take care of, those we are taking, they will pay their own visa fee.
Okay.
But we will take care of their flight tickets, match tickets,
and
accommodation, and in-city transport when they get to America, Canada, and that. No feeding.
Yeah.
Well, I'm telling you on authority.
Yeah.
When they went to America, they were put in a hostel.
A hostel.
Each one of them was given $1,000.
Each one of who?
Of the supporters we have taken from Ghana.
The supporters.
Based on the government program, please. One man supporter and his people today will also go because they're about 5,000 or 10,000.
Yeah.
And we are taking about just 300.
Okay.
So they would also go on their own. That is not those I'm talking about. I'm saying the supporters taken from Ghana as part of the government program.
I'm getting a bit confused here.
The government program.
No, listen, let me come in here. So we have our supporter groups.
Yeah.
They've done a fundraising to raise money to take them there. Yeah. Are they different from the supporters you are talking about?
Yes, because you see.
Now, these supporters you are talking about, who are they supposed to be? They are supposed to be normal Ghanaians who have their visa and are going, and then we say that we are helping them with tickets. Is that what we are saying?
This is it. You see, the government program, now this is how the government program is for supporter groups.
If you say the government program, I just want those outside to also understand that the government program means that
President Mahama said, the people we are taking.
It's not like money is coming from government.
No, it's the fundraising.
It's the fundraising money.
Yeah, fundraising money.
Yeah, very good.
So the government program is for supporter groups.
Sure.
So you cannot take the la.
No.
Because you are not a member of any
supporter.
And when we take the la, it will be against because how is it fair and balanced?
Okay, fine.
But the supporter groups, they number about 20,000.
Yeah.
And we can only take about 300 of them. So they would also go on their own phases. They are not part of Ghana program. And I'm saying that the supporter group part of Ghana program we took, that the minister said we will not give them feeding. When they went to the hostel, we gave each of them $1,000.
Each?
Yes, $1,000. If we had enough from the donations, and we said that, we have enough, so we want to feed our people, I don't have a problem with that. But the minister has to tell us first that we've initially said we will not, but we have enough from the donation, so we are giving them.
Okay.
So that is not doing it in a fair manner. They were given $1,000. This is where it gets interesting. People were part, right, who were not part of any supporter group.
Oh, okay, and I understand.
Exactly.
Okay, so there were individuals who were not part of any of the supporter
groups,
who were there, who
added to the government program and enjoyed the $1,000.
Oh, okay.
Enjoyed match tickets.
Okay.
Now, in the Canada one, the reason I said the random sampling, I don't think that it was done in a fair manner and there was no random sampling. The minister says they would publish the names of all the supporter groups.
Okay.
When he publishes it, because of data protection, they might take some things out.
Okay.
I will point to you a name on there who I know and his position in government.
Okay.
Now I've given you another clue.
Okay.
He's not just anybody, but his position in I will point to you the name and his position in government.
Okay.
Who was taken there, who received part of the $1,000.
Okay.
In America.
Okay.
Now, my problem in the Canada one, if he publishes the names, I will point to you 20 names
out of the 100.
No, they were giving 200 and something plus.
Okay.
Because when we take 230, we also give GFA some.
Okay.
We would give ministry people and all that. So the ones that will be left, about 500, 600, will be given to the diaspora. 20 names out of the one in Canada published. I'll point to you 20 names who are members of the NDC branch in Ottawa.
Although it was a random sampling, they had 20 NDC members in there.
If they did not fall in that category and they fall in the groups associations, how come we chose one particular political party? Because I know for a fact that the MPP also has a grouping in Canada.
Did they have any?
No. Any member of the MPP group in Canada who received it was not through that means. Yeah, I hope you get what I am saying.
So it was not fair and balanced.
Exactly.
The distribution was not fair and balanced.
No, it cannot be fair and balanced. I am telling you, once the minister publishes the names, I will give you 20 members of the NDC Ottawa branch. 20 members of the NDC Ottawa branch. The reason I've not put the names out is I know these people, I know politicians, right? How they would do. That is why he said he cannot put the names in a certain manner because of data protection. I agree with the minister. But there is a way you publish those names that will not infringe on anybody's privacy. Then I'm telling you, like I've told you the Canada one, a government official who was there, who received $1,000 in America, who was in the hostel first day, left with 10 of his people saying that we have our people already in America. We are going to stay with them. We will not stay in the hostel.
So they took the 1,000 and
left. The Canada one, 20 names who are members of the NDC Ottawa branch. And you know what is striking? When those names come out, people who will tell you that no, I did not receive that ticket. Why? They are still members of the NDC branch in Ottawa. Why is their name there when Austin Wood is saying they were allocated 20 and they did not get it? Because the leadership they gave it to did the things that they did with.
Like?
Oh, but you people had one person holding and sending it to people that come, I'll get you a ticket and all that. So when the leadership received it, instead of distributing it also fairly to NDC Ottawa branch, they also did not distribute it fairly.
So those who had their names in there to get the 20 tickets, they don't get the tickets at all.
But you know that how FIFA did it this year? If we allocate 20 tickets to Dela to distribute to Love FM, we can track all those tickets. You know that's how they did it this time.
Yeah.
So when we track those tickets, if Javier was a member of the NDC Ottawa branch and his name is in there, he would tell Ghanaians that no, I did not receive it.
Okay.
That is what is happening.
So you've done your checks, you've done your investigations.
That is
and
why
these guys, they don't receive the
they
tickets,
did
but
not.
their names are in there that they took the tickets out for them.
I'm saying the minister should publish the names first.
Okay.
Once he publishes the names.
So Minister Kofi Adams, there's a challenge here.
Yeah, he should publish the names. That's as he has said.
Yes, okay.
As he has said.
Okay.
But for the government official, and there's a reason I'm not using a state or public official.
Okay.
Because it is a government appointee.
Okay.
If the person is NSA worker, you know the NSA people said they needed 5 tickets. The minister said no.
Yeah, but later I think some of them went.
We are on NSA's funds.
Okay. Oh, really?
Yeah. On NSA funds. Yes, to go and check the pitches and all that. Okay. On NSA funds. So I'm saying when I say a government official, I'm not saying a state or public official. It's a government appointee.
Okay.
And he has a big position which is known.
Okay. And he went for $1,000.
Oh, he went and they gave him $1,000. Hey, sorry, him or her $1,000.
Okay, him or her.
And obviously it's a hair.
I don't know, it's a he.
Obviously it's a hair.
It's a he.
No, but the man is he, but all of us said that him or her, then obviously it's a hair.
Anyway, it's 22 minutes after 7.
Him or her, so obviously it's a hair.
And we know that some of these things will definitely happen. But if indeed it's true that it's happened, now we say it's been alleged. I'm not doubting your source though, but just to be on the safe part. Yeah.
But you know you have worked with me for 15 years.
Oh, Master Jack
I know.
Oh, of course I know. So in all this, do you think the minister was aware? Is he aware that maybe the 20 did not go to where it's also?
No, that is why I've not blamed the minister, because the minister will just tell Dela.
Yeah.
You get that? It's not the fault of the minister. Okay. He will say, give me names.
Yeah, sure.
But you see, when you are state officials and the president issues a directive, there's a law that says it should be properly done. That is why I'm saying that statement the High Commission released and said random sampling. Who said Ghana?
No, Maki can no maybe I'm saying that random sampling.
It never happened.
Oh, 50,000 names. What are you saying? What are you saying? 50,000 names.
All right, so we are done with the first part of the show. We're going to the second half. That's what we are going to talk about, the games that are coming up today and tomorrow. And then we'll also bring you the sound bites from the camp of England and Norway. You know that England are playing Norway later today. That match will be at 9 p.m. There's going to be live commentary on your superstation, Love 99.5 FM. Fifi Manfred, together with Joshua Holotu, are going to be in the seat to bring you super commentary here on your superstation, Love 99.5 FM. 03220-83596, 83597. You can start calling now. Let's hear your thoughts about what we've discussed on the first part of the show. We've spoken about Carlos Queiroz. He says that he's still in charge of the Sierra national team, the Black Stars, not resigned yet. Is he the man to see us through maybe to the next 2-3 years? Or maybe we should just say goodbye and move on. 03220-83596, 83597. There's been a bit also on the ticketing and how it was disbursed. According to Austin Wood, the tickets for the World Cup were not disbursed, balanced. I mean, it was not balanced, it was not fairly disbursed. Okay, or distributed. 03220-83596, 83597. If you're calling and having problems, sorry, but just keep on trying. Let's see. 03220-83596, 83597. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Nana Kweku.
Yes, sir.
You see the way the Arsenal players are scoring goals?
Last minute goal.
Hello, it's not about last minute goal. It's not about last minute goal matter. I'm saying that have you seen how the Arsenal players are scoring goals at the World Cup?
Arsenal player was there when Erling Haaland scored. Bonusuriano they say go.
Okay, let's hear you.
You see, this ticketing thing, we should all be aware that we are in Ghana. It was bound to happen. But you see, we voted for a change, at least something. In 2014, there was a whole lot of scandal that went on in Brazil. I thought this government would have learned its lessons and appointed people, and even probably the minister for should have taken in charge of this ticketing thing himself to avoid a scandal, a repetition of a scandal. Right now, let's see.
Okay, Nana, thank you. Let me speak to Edward. Edward, good morning.
Good morning to you.
How are you, sir?
We are fine over the grace.
Okay, let's hear it, boss.
Yes, me to my option is let's keep the coach and see.
Okay.
But I think he's good.
Okay.
Let's give him, if he says it's not going on, let's give him the chance to, keep the boys small, let's see.
I hear. Okay, Edward, thank you very much for your call. Let me speak to Ike. Ike, like in a phone. Okay, let's hear you, bro.
Yeah, bro. I want to say that we are hailing from the statistics and all that you have discussed this morning. It's very clear or very obvious that Carlos Queiroz is not a good enough coach if you want to go forward. But we are hailing him because of our match against England, and that's for the fact that his predecessor, that is Otuado, was not good enough. So the little effort this man put in place or was able to display during the tournament, we foresee that he's better because we have been crying out for a long time for a good coach. So because he was able to do something little better than that of his predecessor, we think he's a better coach. But going forward, honestly, I think we need a better coach than Carlos Queiroz.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Let me speak to Kofi Sudan. Hello, Kofi Sudan. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Delaboga.
Oh, Masa Jais. I don't know where you're on. Kofi, say what you want to say, please. We are listening to
you. Greetings to
Austin. Okay.
Yes. Dela, I must tell you this morning that all that Austin Wood has said, I really don't see the logic in all that he has said.
Hey.
I cannot, see any sense. I cannot sense anything in what he has said. It is absolutely nonsensical.
Oh, Kofi, please. No, please. No, some words I can't let you go on this one. Please. No.
Okay, my man, can you pee?
No.
Someone walk Mimi a training kong baby a equity. And then they okay, that is what I mean by nonsensical. Asamno, the tea, any non-kong, any baby a all can see. He's just throwing words in the air just to paint the government black.
Okay.
And look, Dela, if NDC members, even 20, even 100, were given the opportunity to watch the match, are they not Ghanaians? Are they not supporters? Why didn't he give us the statistics of 2022 when Ghana went to Qatar?
Okay.
Was he able to tell us how many people who belong to MPP, that MPP sponsored to watch the game? What's wrong with that? Look, let us, what the government has done this time around, government did not go to any government coffers. He just raised funds and used these funds to support the supporters to go and watch the match. It is not from government budget. And so if anybody was sponsored, they are all Ghanaians.
Okay.
Is it because Austin Wood was not given the opportunity to go and watch, and so he's angry? What about...
All right, Kofi, thank you very much. Your point is well noted. Let me speak to Christophe. Christophe, good morning.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How are you?
Very well, yourself.
Oh, very fine. Thank you. Let's hear you.
Okay. I think for me, I think I'll go with Austin Wood. You see, for coach, yes, our first and second match, not bad, and it is true that our team was an underdog in our group, so you were lucky to have scored. I mean, Panama. But you see that the approach we used for the England match was supposed to be the same thing against Croatia and Colombia, and that's my worry. The way he made his changes, it was also upset. And see, he was too defensive. You are playing a knockout game, and you are down by a goal, and you are still defending. It was rather the Colombians who were dictating the pace. We were still laying back at our post. We didn't want to open up. So how will you equalize and eventually maybe win? So tactically, to me, he's not too good.
Okay.
And so if you feel that even the ace would not even have, get somebody who will give him that long space to be able to develop our...
All right. Okay. Thank you, Christophe. Let me speak to Paul from Fumeswa. Oh, Paul is off. George Comfort is also off the line. Okay. So I'll go for a break. Okay. Hello, George.
Hello. Good morning.
Hey, Charlie. It's been a while. How are you?
Hey, Dela, I'm here.
You dog me.
Oh, no, I didn't dog you.
Okay. Let's hear you.
Congratulations for winning the
EPL. Oh, long ago. You are now congratulating us now.
The time that I've called, so
okay, let's hear from you.
Yeah. You see, there are people are saying that FIFA wants Argentina to win the World Cup. I totally disagree.
Just like me.
Rather congratulate Lionel Messi. You see, people write Lionel Messi off. But if you look at the matches that he's playing, he can even now play for Barcelona. So people didn't say anything that FIFA is trying for Argentina to do. But they rather congratulate Argentina because the way they are playing my Sparta is very, very good. But Carlos Queiroz, it's only the game against England. But to maintain him there, for me, I think it won't help us.
Okay, all right, it will help us. Okay, let me speak to Isaac from Asukwa. Isaac. Good morning, my brother.
Good morning, Dela.
Isaac. Isaac, you're on air. Let's hear you, my brother.
You know, growing up, what we knew about whites and blacks was whites have integrity, and we blacks, we don't have integrity. So Carlos Queiroz should hold his integrity and forget about saying the Black Stars they play with something what they. I don't know how to describe it. He was saying Black Stars play with an extra 10 or whatever. It's not juju, and it's not the. If there is the DFA who is going to dictate for him, he should put the job down and leave. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Steve, you'll be my last caller for this morning. Hello, good morning, Steve.
Yeah, hello, good morning.
Steve, can you lift up your voice for me a bit?
Yeah, please, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Hey, boss, in fact, Ghanaian sports journalists, you talk too much. Baba, whenever we go to any tournament, after the talk, you try to even create problems where there is none. You see, to be frank with you, I don't agree with Austin Wood. All the issues he is even challenging the sports minister. He who alleges must prove. If you have any evidence, bring it out. We all know that some of these things are normal. It's not everybody who is going to get access to the cookie.
Yeah.
It's normal. Now we are out of the tournament. Let's come back. Let's wait for the report. Definitely, I know the ministry or the GFA or the coach, they will give us, report from the tournament.
Of course, yeah.
Let's wait for them. Let's wait for the report. When the report comes, we can all diagnose the report. And then if you have any opinion, then we can express it.
All right.
But, yes, for you to, paint the picture as if everything was in a mess. In fact, to be frank with you, let us all relax and wait for the report. When the report is out, then we can, we will know how to go about or how to discuss the report.
All right, okay.
Now,
thank you.
Let's all tone down. Let's give the coach the opportunity to at least build a team for us. Let's give him some, maybe 2 years, 3 years. If he's not able to deliver, then we can start it better.
Okay, all right. Your point is well noted. Thank you very much. We'll go for a break. When we come back, we'll do more on today's game. Norway versus England. Who wins this game? Maybe Norway will be in to surprise England. What do you think? Okay, so let me do this announcement quickly. The Construction Technology and Management under the Faculty of Built Environment, the College of Art and Built Environment, KNUST, has opened applications for the MSc, MPHII and PhD programs for the 2026-27 academic year. The programs they are running include master's programs, MSc Construction Management, MSc Project Management, MSc Procurement Management, and they are all new programs. MSc Cost Engineering and Management new, MSc Project Forensic and Value Management new, Master of Philosophy programs, MPhil Construction Management, MPhil Building Technology, MPhil Project Management, MPhil Procurement Management. Doctor of Philosophy programs, PhD Construction Management, PhD Building Technology, PhD Procurement Management, PhD Program Management. All interested and qualified candidates should, prospective applicants should purchase an e-voucher containing login ID, serial number, and PIN for just 350 Ghana cedis at the following banks: GCB, Consolidated Bank, Ghana, GB, CBG, or EcoBank, or dial *415* 55 hash on any network and follow the prompt. Proceed to the online admission website at admissions.knust.ed.gh to begin the application process. All candidates from non-Anglophone countries must have an internationally recognized certificate of proficiency in English language TOEFL or British Council with an above average score, or be available to attend a 3-month English language course at the KNUST Department of English. The deadline for the submission of application forms is September 30th, 2026. All right. From the diaspora and offer them tickets, Ghanaians. Yeah. And we are picking up information that, the tickets were not fairly shared among Ghanaians. How true is that?
Okay, so you see, there's a reason you played the question by the Ghanaian in the UK.
Yeah, sure.
Because there was this misconception that the president has said that we will not take funds from Ghana.
Yeah.
He did not say that. Mm-hmm. The question was talking about Ghanaian fans outside Ghana and outside of the 3 countries we were playing.
Yeah.
And he said we couldn't do that. But there is a reason President Mahama said we would take the supporter groups from Ghana.
Okay.
Why? Because after the 2014 Brazil debacle and he was president and set up the Jamefe Commission, the commission reported that the state should not use taxpayers' money to send supporters to tournaments or to games. And not just football games. It could be boxing, it could be African games, athletics, or anything. We should not use taxpayers' money. But the Jamefe Commission said if we were sending funds because we needed to, it should be from private donations, and said it should not be more than 100. That is
more
what
than 100 supporters.
Yes.
Okay.
But you see, when there is a commission of inquiry, what they put out, the government of the day has to issue a white paper. The white paper is what becomes the law, because they would agree with some or disagree with some. So on this particular thing by the Jamefe Commission, President Mahama issued a white paper in 2015, and he said they disagree with that point.
With a 100 number.
They believe that we should not use taxpayers' money, but they disagree that it should be 100. And the reason they gave was, imagine Ghana is playing in Cote d'Ivoire, or this World Cup, the final will be in the US, and Ghana qualifies for the World Cup. It is 105,000 capacity. So if you say we will not be able to send fans, what if even for America, we would have a lot of Ghanaians there. But imagine we are playing it in a country where there are not a lot of Ghanaians. Yeah. We will need to send funds. So they disagree on the 100, but it should be private donations.
Okay.
But it then came to, how should the funds be selected? Then the government's white paper agreed with Jamefe Commission that it should be done in a policy form on a fair and balanced manner.
Fair and balanced
manner. That is why President Mahama said we will take the supporter groups.
Yeah.
That is fair and balanced.
He was specific on that.
And gave reason why it is fair and balanced.
Yeah.
Because they have been following the team all over. Dela, do you know that about 3 months ago, the Maidens played a qualifier against Kenya on a Saturday afternoon at 1 p.m.
Yeah.
Ghanaian fans from Ghana were there.
Yeah.
Why we qualified for this tournament was when Jordan scored in Mali. You saw we had about 3,000 fans there. Sure. They go on their own.
Yeah.
That one.
Sene Laments, that was a howler after Thibaut Courtois had picked an injury. First, let's listen to the goal scorer.
But they are reporting it as a howler. But Charlie, that was a shot too.
Yeah. No, but like, you see, shot that's directly targeted at
nobody sponsors them.
No, but he didn't come straight.
No,
he dived.
So, but you see, if you look
if he had come straight, he would lie straight like this and then.
Exactly.
But it didn't work as the way he wanted it, so it came out.
And the normal, the goalkeepers make this simple save.
No, it's not so simple.
Oh, that's
unless we are underrating.
He didn't really stretch.
No,
like it was just a normal dive.
But you see, the truth is that if Courtois was there, he saves that ball.
All right, let's move on.
So that was a mistake. But you think that was a mistake? It's normal.
I really did not see that. I thought that he tried his best to save the ball. He couldn't save it.
Okay.
And the Mikel Arteta trained Merino was in there to make.
What has this got to do with Mikel Arteta?
But he's the one who's been training Merino.
Is Mikel Arteta training Merino at the World Cup?
Okay,
so listen to the guy who scored the winner, Mikel Merino, who was an excited man after the game.
Yeah, very, very happy for the win. Obviously, it's a massive step for us. Playing a semi-finals after 16 years is, something very special. And yeah, in the personal level, I'm buzzing. Two games, 2 late goals for me. But yeah, the main thing is that the team is going to the semi-finals, and we are ready for the rest.
Do you think we've seen the best from Spain yet?
Hopefully not. I think this team has a very, very high ceiling, and our goal is always to improve. Today, I think we deserved a little more in terms of chances or goals because we created a lot. But yeah, we get the win, and hopefully next game we can see an even brighter Spain. And the main thing is to get the win. But yeah, let's see.
That was a Spanish forward or Spanish midfielder, Mikel Merino. Now, former Spanish right.
You can give him all the two. He's a midfielder, Kumataka.
You know he does that for us now.
Yeah, sure.
Mikel Merino, even when you need him in defense, he will show up.
Oh, I just said he's a utility player.
Yes. I love that thing about
Mikel.
You know he did that against Portugal.
He can be a goalkeeper. That was what I was going to say. Can he be a goalkeeper? Can he be a goalkeeper?
No, but he's so proficient in the English language. Wow. How many years has he spent in England?
No, but these guys, that's what we're discussing. Some of these guys, because of the ambition that they have, they know that they are not going to Spain for all their lives. So they can go and play in England, they can go to Germany, they can go to France. So they are multilingual.
Multilingual, not bilingual.
The first time I heard Kylian Mbappe speak English, I was shocked. He speaks English with high level of proficiency.
Just like
another time he was French. He had never played in England.
Klopp and Nagelsmann and all those.
He
speaks fluent English.
And Hansi Flick.
Yeah, Flick. Yeah.
Yes, Flick. Even at Barca, he does press conference in
English. Thomas Tuchel. He can speak about 6 languages.
Anyway, all right.
Former Spanish right back Cesar Azpilicueta loved the mentality of goal scorer Mikel Merino when Rooney and Micah Richards also analyzed the last goal that Belgium conceded.
You know what surprised me here is the mentality from Merino and the difference with Ngoy as a defender. You have to protect the keeper.
Yes.
I think you don't want but you have to do the extra, to have confidence. But also be a bit negative as well, to think that the keeper, we see the fly of the ball can make a mistake there, but just to protect, and that's the difference that, one team goes through and the other are out.
We always talk about it a lot on here, is the details, and when you're, as a young defender, when you get taught, it's always follow the ball in, because you never know what could happen. Even if you've got the best goalkeeper in the world behind you, you have to follow the ball in, because this can happen, and a mistake like that, you're out the tournament.
You mentioned the difference between his 2 subs. I think that was Lamon's first minutes at the tournament, wasn't it? So he needs to grow in confidence.
And only his 3rd cap.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, I heard the voices of ex-footballers, sharing their opinion on that game. Thibaut Courtois, yes, he picked up an injury. He was substituted, and he spoke on his injury and the mistake Lamens made.
It was with a long kick in the beginning of the second half that I felt something here in my muscle. Then I did some saves, I felt okay, so I thought, okay, we'll continue. Then I kicked again long and I felt it a bit more. So then, it's something muscular and you need to be careful. Obviously I wanted to continue, but the coach wanted someone 100%, so okay, that's his decision. I wanted to try to play maybe 5-10 more minutes to see, because in goal I was feeling good, I was making the saves, and I was not disturbed to make those saves, and I was only disturbed to kick long. So that's a decision of the coach, and that's not a problem. And Sané, obviously I gave him a big hug. Much more I cannot do at the moment. I know it's for goalkeepers it's a shit feeling, and he's a great goalkeeper, and
he's a great goalkeeper according to Thibaut Courtois. Tonight at 9 p.m, Norway will lock horns with England at the Hard Rock Stadium in Miami.
Who do you think is going to win that game?
Oh, England will qualify. Delali, I support Jude Bellingham was my favorite player.
Oh, so just because it's...
Oh, yes.
So now you're a full Real Madrid player support.
Oh, but I've told you that.
I guess it's
Mourinho. Because if you look at the form of Jude Bellingham and Kylian Mbappe, Vinicius in this World Cup. Nothing stops us from winning the treble next season.
But they're not part of the team last season.
Mourinho was not there.
Last 2 seasons.
No, because Mourinho was not there.
Okay.
Now Mourinho is there. Tonight at the Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, England will lock horns with Norway.
Florentino Perez, it won't get to what the end of the season.
First, listen to England manager Thomas Tuchel on Team News.
Yeah, of course, that's the best news. We had everyone available in training, as you said, which we of course like. We have the full choice, except for our suspended player Charles Kwanzaa. So that's the good news. I think. We took a big step in our last match, but it was only a step. We're still hungry, we still have dreams, and we still have a big goal to play for. And the next step is to win the quarter-final.
Okay, so that was England manager Thomas Tuchel. Okay, speaking now, let's listen to Norway head coach Til Solbakken, who says England is under pressure ahead of the game.
England has more pressure than us, but we also put pressure on our performance. So, and when the game has started, I don't think the players think so much about the pressure. Then it's 11 versus 11. It's much more about the talk beforehand.
That was Norway coach Til Solbakken speaking. We look forward to.
But before you go ahead, have you Norway England?
Yesterday.
Okay, just a minute. Let's do the Wimbledon and then let me get back to it.
All right. Now, Arthur Ferry's unforgettable Wimbledon ended as Alexander Zverev.
He was the 114th ranked player coming to the competition. And he's made it to the semi-finals. For a long time, we have not got, the British have not got any British after Andy Murray get that far in the Wimbledon competition. And I think he's going to move very much ahead of the rankings. He will get it.
But unfortunately, he lost, and Zverev won 7-6, 6-2, 6-4. In the other semi-final, defending champion Jannik Sinner produced a devastating display to end Novak Djokovic's latest bid for a standalone record on his fifth Grand Slam title.
6-4. He's aging.
Should he give up?
No, he has to.
He has to. I mean, the time is the time. I mean, when the time is due, is due. Yeah, when it's due, is due. Anyway, let's hear from Djokovic after the
semi-finals.
The semi-final.
No, not really. It was a good old blowout. There's not much I could do. Half a step late, basically, in any shot. So very as simple as that. He was just a level or more better than I was, and I was just, not sharp enough, not reactive enough, not balanced enough to play him. And that's it. There's not much I could do on the court.
That was Novak Djokovic speaking. The final is tomorrow at 3 p.m. at the Centre Court in London. Now we can now listen to Jannik Sinner after qualifying to the final of the Wimbledon.
First of all, thanks for staying, thanks for coming. The atmosphere has been always amazing since the first day, and it means a lot to me that I can play one more final here. It's the most special tournament we have, and it means a lot to me. And of course, playing against Novak, that what he is still showing is true inspiration, not only for you guys, but also for the new generation. What he's still doing is amazing. So.
Yeah, nice compliment. Yes. It's just about time. I think Novak should just draw the curtain down. He's leading when it comes to the slams. He's got the record.
He was eyeing
25,
the 25th, right? No, he was eyeing the 25th.
The 25th, so 24.
24, yeah.
Okay, and Nadal has, he's quit. He's gone home.
He should be eyeing coaching or something.
It's not really about coaching, but Charlie, you need to rest.
Yes.
Even touring, even going on tour, the season.
It's not easy.
And the mental, It's
I was telling Javier, there's not like a team sport like football.
Oh, it's an individual sport.
Ronaldo very intensive.
Very intensive.
Exactly.
So for somebody like Djokovic, for now, if you take him to a 5 set, maybe a round of 4, get into the quarter,
kill him.
The next game, it will tell on you. It will tell on you. The running, the stretching, and all that.
For the women's final, Karolina Muchova will play Linda Noskova. They are from Czech Republic today. At 3.
Very unusual final. No Sabalenka there, no Maduk Swiatek, no, they are all out of the competition anyway. Okay, so now let's get to the games for today and tomorrow. Argentina, Switzerland. I know most of you or everyone will say that Argentina will win over Switzerland. Joshua, before we get to today's game, tomorrow, Argentina, Switzerland.
If we are being very fair and honest with what we have witnessed in the tournament so far, I don't think Switzerland stand any chance of beating Argentina. Because Argentina, when you look at them very carefully, even when the going gets very tough, they are able to find a way to get the goals, especially in the dying embers of the game. So when they played against Cabo Verde, for example, we saw the way they were dragged into extra time. But at the end of the day, the quality showed. So they managed to marshal themselves. They got that one goal that became decisive. 3-2, they won that game. Look at how they played against Egypt, coming from 2 goals down, right? They were able to devise a strategy where they sent Messi to the flanks. Then Messi gets the ball, he lifts it into the box. Then when there's a contention in the box, he now comes in to help to finish. And then they got that decisive goal as well. Got a 3-2 victory over the Swiss. Maybe Scaloni would not be so happy with how scrappy they have been to win those games. But the truth is that the Switzerland that I have watched at this tournament is not a very tough team to play against. So you're looking at Argentina, you're looking at the fact that they have one more chance to get into the semi-final. And of course, Messi is available with what he has done in the tournament so far. I think it's a cool job for Argentina. They should be able to finish the game within 90 minutes, defeating the Swiss, perhaps by 2-0 or even 3-0. Maybe Switzerland will get 1 goal back, so maybe we can give them 1 goal. But I think that comfortably Argentina win this. Talking about Norway quickly, you see, I am very impressed with what they have done in the tournament so far. I think that even if you ask them whether they had a chance of getting even to the quarterfinal at this particular World Cup, they wouldn't have agreed. But when they came into this tournament, they've been able to utilize a couple of great things that you can describe as good characteristics of their team to their advantage.
Okay.
And number 1 is Odegaard. So I've been watching statistics and I've been watching reviews of how Odegaard functions in that setup. What he does is that he finds the spaces, tries to fall deep, pick up the ball, and look to find players like Nusa and then Erling Haaland. And that is the X factor in that team, Odegaard. So if there's anything they can do tonight, I think they would have to make sure that they utilize Odegaard in the way they've been using him throughout the tournament, so that he becomes that player who is able to look at the game and is able to decide whether or not they'll be able to move forward. But of course, England, at the way they are playing right now, Thomas Tuchel, the kind of responsibility that he has to qualify the team and move them forward, I think that they would have nothing else than to play and win. And I think that England are going to get that victory tonight.
Javier, let's start from tomorrow.
Argentina.
Switzerland.
Oh, obviously it's Argentina. It's Argentina. Because you see this World Cup, I mean, I've heard a lot of comments about fairness and unfairness and things like that. I mean, there's no fairness in this world.
Where do you stand on that?
No, there's no fairness in this world. I mean, if you want fairness, then you have to go to another planet. If you want fairness, maybe you have to go to another planet.
I said, even at Buckingham Palace, there's no fairness.
There's no fairness in this world. I mean, there can't be any fairness in this world. The stronger animals will always they eat up the weaker ones. You get it? And so there's no fairness. FIFA
but you see, sometimes the decisions are too clear to overlook.
So we'll talk about those decisions, but to which end? Because at the end of the day, whether we like it or not, FIFA has invested so much in this competition.
Yeah.
And the money is coming from a source. And FIFA has other competitions to organize. It's not only about the World Cup.
Hey, but why? Have we asked them to organize?
No, but that's the unfairness that I'm talking about. You get it? And look at the African countries. Apart from our mentality, we discussed that last week. Apart from the mentality of some of the African countries, in terms of attendance, North just give us a rundown of how many 200 tickets. Yeah. I mean, if I have a stadium with a capacity of about 60,000, 65, 70,000. And you have only about 200 Ghanaians or 12, and about 50,000 or maybe 40,000 Argentines in the stadium. What are you expecting? Whether you like it or not, some of these things must move on to generate revenue. It's unfairness. I mean, it's so unfair, but that is the reality. That is the reality. Argentina will move on. England may move on. France will go on because their fans will be there. And the revenue, FIFA will generate the necessary revenue. If Senegal qualifies to play against, let's say, Curaçao at the quarterfinal stage, how many Senegalese or Curaçao come here by 150,000? How many of them do you expect to be at the stadium? And it will even go beyond that. Sometimes even the jersey. The kit manufacturers,
the replica.
I'm talking about Nike. I'm talking about Puma. I'm talking about Adidas. Yeah. Some of all these things playing, they come into play in competitions like this, whether we like it or not. So, when people talk about fairness or unfairness, I laugh because there's no way we can have fairness. It can't happen.
Okay.
Argentina will beat Switzerland. They'll beat them. They'll beat them.
Will Norway shock England?
I think Norway can shock England.
They are a team you shouldn't underrate.
Yes.
They are a team.
The last game that I saw,
not underrate.
The last game that I saw, Norway can shock England
against Brazil.
Norway can shock England.
So England will have to be very careful.
Yesterday I read that Declan Rice has a flu or something.
No, today all of them had training.
Okay.
Rice, Rhys James, together with Mark Guehi.
They all trained
yesterday. So if you heard Thomas Tuchel, he said the good news is that all the three of them trained yesterday.
Okay, so if they train,
so they are good to go.
If they train, it means that they are going to have the full complement of their team to play against Norway.
It's only
but this Norwegian team is not made up of players with big names. You get it? Mm-hmm. So you can talk about Erling Haaland, talk about your captain, Martin Odegaard. Apart from them, which other players can you talk about again?
Hey, there is a...
no, those guys are the big.
What did you mention?
Sander Berge and Patrick Berge.
Oh, Patrick Berge, yes. And then there's another one.
Are they big
Sander Berge.
Are they big names?
Sander Berge, the two of them, yeah.
Are they big names?
One has E at the back.
They are not big names, but they are making a lot of difference in the middle.
That's the point I'm making. That they
play as a unit.
They don't have the Bellingham, the Hurricane, the Bukayo Saka. They don't have those guys, but they have a team that is well knit together. They have a very good team.
Yeah. And they have
a very, very good team.
And they have a very good support base as well.
They have a very good team. And that is what is going to trouble England. They have to be very careful, otherwise this state will be their last state in the competition.
Erling Haaland has also been very devastating in
7 goals so far in 4 matches.
Yeah.
And we scored 7 in 4.
Yeah.
Hurricane has 6. Who expected Erling Haaland to score with this Norwegian team? Score 7 goals.
Yeah.
And you look at what they are doing. You saw the story of Bodo Glimt.
Yeah.
In the Champions League last season.
Yeah, sure.
So you look at the resilience that they kept throughout the Champions League season, and you compare it to what the Norwegians are exhibiting in this competition. There's a certain juxtaposition you can make over there, that the Norwegians, they find a way to weather the storm when all the odds are against them. Yeah. So I mean, I agree with Javier that they could shock England today.
Yeah, England will have to be very careful. Otherwise, I mean, because the Norwegian team that I saw the last game that they played against Brazil, I mean, they were just scoring the goals for fun. Look at the way he scored the goal. He scored the goal for fun.
They started in very exhilarating fashion and ended in the same way.
Yes, they have a very good team. They have a very, 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 very good team. England must be aware, otherwise.
And they look like a team that is hungry for success. You know,
they have to be very careful.
They mean business.
They have to be very careful. At least if for nothing at all, if you watch the matches that England have played, I didn't watch the England-Mexico game because of the time the match was played.
Okay,
I didn't watch it, but England throughout this competition, they've not convinced me so much. But
Mexico they did convince me because one, they're playing at an altitude,
and they were also a man down.
Yeah, they were a man down as well. But Charlie, they fought. They had a fighting spirit to finish.
So let's wait and see. But
Mexico had the momentum coming to the game because they had played all their matches at home. Their support was in them massive, but still England made it. So it's going to be 2 great games. Unfortunately, these matches will be quite late, but we'll be running live commentary on you on the matches for you on our support station. Today is 9 p.m. England Norway. Then tomorrow 1 a.m.
For you, because of the commentary, I hope it gets into extra time and penalties.
No, I'm not even here. It's Fifi and Joshua.
I hope it gets into extra time and penalties.
And Bubusu. Okay, all right, so it's exactly 8 a.m. We'll be crossing over to Joy 99.7 to bring you news for about. Big thank you to you, Steve Zando, Austin Wood, and to you, Joshua Holler too, and Javier Clemente. My name is Delali Atiase. Up next is News File from Joy 99.7. Bye bye.